Welcome students. Our next topic is relative velocity. Relative velocity. Relative velocity. Okay. So see the definition. When the velocity of any body measured with respect to another body, that velocity is called relative velocity. Let's suppose two bodies are there. Its position is x1 naught. X1 naught means not time. It is a x1 distance at 0 time. It reached to x1 t. After t time, its position is x1 and it is moving but with v1 velocity. Are you getting? A body start from origin x1 naught. It means 0 time x1 distance. After t time, it reached at x1. It become x1 t with v1 velocity. Similarly, another body is moving because in relative velocity minimum two bodies are there. You can imagine that when you are on journey by train, you can see trees are running. It means you are measuring the velocity of trees with respect to one. If some person is standing outside the tree, he will tell that no, tree is in rest. So there are two observers and both velocities are different. So such type of velocity is called relative velocity. As like when any car passes to cross your car, what happened? You notice that normally this car is moving with more speedy, but it is not so. Let's suppose your car is moving that side with 40 km per hour and your friend car crossed to you by same 40 km per hour. So no doubt you will notice that this car is moving more fastly. It means you will notice that this car is not 40. It will 40 minus plus 40. It means you will notice that that car is moving by 80 km per hour. Actually the velocity of car is 40, but the person which is in that car, he will notice that this car is moving by 80 km per hour. Similarly, the person which is sitting in that car, it will also notice that that car is moving by again minus 80 km per hour. So such type of velocity is called relative velocity. So relative velocity is not real velocity. When the velocity of any body measured with respect to another body, such type of velocity is called relative velocity. So we are taking first, let us suppose first body is moving with v1 velocity, x1 naught and x1 t. x1 t at t time x1 distance and at 0 time it is a x1 naught. Okay. Similarly, another body is this, they are the coordinate x2 naught. Another body is x2 naught and it's after some time it become x2t and it is moving with v2 velocity. Our aim is velocity of 1 with respect to second or velocity of second with respect to 1. So what a formula for velocity? Velocity v1 is equal to displacement upon time. What a displacement? We will get x1t minus x1 naught upon t. T is the time. Velocity is equal to displacement upon time. This minus this displacement upon total time is t. T minus 0 is equal to t. Okay. So what we get? x1t is equal to cross multiply and x1 naught will go that side. It will become x1 naught plus v1t. This is equation number first. Are you getting? This first equation. Similarly for second we can write x2t is equal to x2 naught plus velocity is v2t. Equation number second. Subtract 2 minus 1. What we get here? x2t minus x1t is equal to this minus this is equal to x2 naught minus x1 naught plus here v2 minus v1 into what? T. Where is it? Second minus first. We are doing second minus first. Okay. So now we compile it x2t minus x2 naught. Are you getting? This is the displacement of second body. Minus is common here. Minus what we get here? Minus is common. What we get inside? x1t and that will minus x1 naught. This is the displacement of second body is equal to v2 minus v1 into t. So this is displacement of second body, this is the displacement of first body and this is minus, it means displacement of second body with respect to first body. So what we get here? V2 minus V1 is equal to V2 minus V1 is equal to displacement of second body. It could be written as S2 upon T, displacement upon time of second body, minus it will become S1 upon what? T. Displacement of second body minus displacement of first body. It means the rate of change in displacement with respect to first, and this could be written as V21. So we got answer. So this is V2 and this is V1. V2 minus V1, we are getting V2 minus V1. So we can write the formula for this. What we can write the formula? Formula become very easy. V21 is equal to V2 minus V1. Relative velocity of second with respect to first is equal to V2 minus V1. And if I ask what a formula V12 is equal to, it become V1 minus V2. Relative velocity of first with respect to second. This is relative velocity of second with respect to first. This is relative velocity of first with respect to second. So these are the formula for relative velocity and their mathematical treatment. Okay. Now by graphical representation we can see there. Let's suppose this is the xt graph and you are getting as like this. This is V1 and this is V2. Both are same equal, separated by equal. So no doubt here V1 is equal to V2. It means relative velocity will be 0. If you and your friend are moving in same direction with same velocity, no doubt you have a velocity. But let's suppose your velocity is 40 and velocity is 40. Your velocity with respect to your friend will be 0 and friend velocity with respect to you will be 0. It means you have the velocity but relative velocity will be equal to 0 because both have the same velocity. V1 minus V2, it will cancel out, answer becomes 0. Okay, so here V1 is equal to V2. In second case, xt graph, see there, what happened? The distance between them increasing. This is the V1, this is the V2. What we get? We notice that V1 is greater than what? V2. V1 is greater than V2. It means the person is moving forward, is accelerating their car. Okay. Next, what happened? See there, here in that portion, V1 is greater, V1, this is a V1, let's suppose, and this is V2. So here V2 is greater than V1. At that V1 is equal to V2, they cross, and at that condition V1 is greater than what? V2. So this is the graphical meaning of relative velocity. So velocity of one body with respect to another body is called relative velocity. V21 is equal to V2 minus V1. Are you getting? So this is all about this one. Okay. Now one numerical, you see there. Let's suppose two trains, train A and train B, are moving in parallel track in opposite direction. Let's suppose this is moving by 60 km per hour and this is moving by 50 km per hour. It will be minus sign because moving in opposite direction. All time you have to put the minus. This is the V1 and this is the what? This velocity is V2. Two rails or two trains are moving in opposite direction on parallel track by 60 km and 50. You have to take on 50 minus 50 because it's moving in opposite direction. If same direction, it will be plus. Okay. I ask, and a person is standing outside the train. Okay. So then I ask, find the relative velocity of first with respect to second. 1, 2. Relative velocity of first with respect to second. What a V21? Relative velocity of second with respect to first. And the velocity of person. The velocity of person with respect to 1. It means V1P. Yeah, velocity of person VP1. Velocity of person with respect to 1. These are the question I ask. Yeah, velocity of ground. If you are, velocity of ground. Okay. So do one by one. V12. V12 is equal to, you better know, V1 minus V2 formula. So what we get here? V12 is equal to what value of V1? 60. What sign? Minus and again minus 50. So minus minus plus, it become 110 km per hour. See there, the person having velocity 50. But where if you notice that, you will get that he is moving by 110 km per hour. And that velocity is called relative velocity of first with respect to second. Similarly, V21. V21 is equal to what of V2? V2 minus V1. It implies what a value of V2? The value of V2 is minus 50 and then minus and minus sign here, and V1. V1 is 60 and if you will get minus 110 km per hour. This is the numerical of related from relative velocity. Next, relative velocity of person with respect to 1. So what we can add? Vp1 is equal to Vp minus V1 according to formula. What are velocity of person velocity of person is standing on ground and the velocity of person will be what? 0. So it will be 0 minus what about v1? v1 is 60, so it become minus 60 kilometer per hour. So this is all about your relative velocity and numerical based on relative velocity. Okay, some numericals are given your NCERT, you can do them. One more numerical is there, little hard. This is given your NCERT. So see there, how can you find the difficult question by relative velocity? Okay, so one question is given here. Okay, question number 3.8. This is little hard question. See the question. One or two lane road, a car A is traveling with 36 km per hour. A car A is traveling with 36 km per hour. V1 is equal to 36 km per hour. Multiply by 5 by 18, you will get 10 meter per second. This is velocity of car A. We can write VA, velocity of car A. Okay. Okay. And two car B and C are approaching to that in opposite direction. Two more cars are there. Car B and car C are approaching. See there, car A is moving that direction and B and C are in opposite direction. Have a velocity VV is equal to 54 km per hour. 54 means it will be 15 meter per second and VC minus 15 meter per second, moving with 54 km per hour. Okay, AB and AC are 1 kilometer. AB and AC are 1 kilometer. These distances are given. It means they are 1000 meter away from each other. 1000 meter away from each other. See there, car A is moving that side. B and C are approaching to each other. Having VV is equal to 15 meter per second. VC is equal to minus 15 meter per second according to rule. And VA is equal to 10 meter per second. Okay. Okay. Then B decide to overtake A. B decide to overtake A before C does. Now, as like us, we are moving on road. B decide overtake before C does. It means before C reached A, B decide to overtake A. Sorry, before C reached to A, B decide to overtake A. It means it had to, because velocity is same, so it had to accelerate. So what is the acceleration of that body? Question is asked, what is the acceleration of this one? Question is very clear. A is moving by 10 meter per second. B or C are approaching to each other by 15 and minus 15. And what happened? B decide to overtake, and they are situated at 1 kilometer are they, and B decide to overtake A. So no doubt, B decide to overtake A before C does. It means before reaching the C, B should cross, otherwise accident will took place. So first we will find what are the, by how much time C will reach to A. No doubt, the time for B is decided by C. Before C does, it means how much time C will take to reach A. Before that, A had to cross out to avoid the accident. So first, what are the relay? First you find that this is velocity will not work because this car is moving away and this car is moving towards to each other. So we have to find the relative velocity. The relative velocity of B with respect to A. What we get here? VBA is equal to VB minus what? VA. So it will be, come on, 15 minus what, 10 is equal to 5 meter per second. This is the velocity of B. Velocity of B with respect to A. Similarly, C, the velocity of C, VCA. VCA, because how much time C will take to reach the A, that will decide the time for B. So what we get here? VC minus what? VA. So what will be VC? Minus 15 and minus 10, it will be minus 25 meter per second. It means C will take, C velocity will be not 15, its relative velocity with respect to A will be minus 25 meter per second. Okay, but its acceleration is 0. It is not going to accelerate. Its acceleration is 0. B decide to overtake. So B have a acceleration but not C. Okay, so first we will find the formula for that one. S is equal to ut plus 1 upon 2 at square. S is 1000 meter is equal to what value of U? U is given. This is the U for, this is the velocity for C. So what is velocity of C? 25 into time t plus this acceleration is 0, so it will be 0. So what are t is equal to 40 second. Very important. At 40 second, car C will come parallel to A. you better know if C is parallel to A, B can't do overtake because it will accident. So before C, B have accelerate. Okay, so what are the next point? This is the 40 second. It means at 40 second C will become parallel to A. Before C become parallel, B have to cross. B cross to what? A, or overtake the A. So what are the now time for this one? Again, S is equal to ut plus 1 upon 2 at square. What a distance? 1000 is equal to what value of u? See there, what value of u? Very easy. Velocity of B with respect to A, and B got 5. 5 into 40 plus 1 upon 2 A into t square. What a t? T is 14, 40 whole square, it will be 1600. What we can? 200, it become minus 200. So it become what? 800 is equal to 1 upon 2. 2 will cancel out 800. So it become 800A. So A is equal to cancel out 1 meter per second square. So this is a very important question by which based on relative velocity, by which we can easily solve the numericals. Okay, so are you getting this? Very easy. Car is moving that direction. As usual, we are moving on road. B and C approaching to each other. B decide to overtake as like us. B decide to overtake before C does. So first we find the how much time C will take to reach A. Before that we have to cross out the D. A. Okay. So this is the acceleration by B which cross the A before C does. Okay. So this is all about this one. Last point, free falling body and their sign convention. So when any body as like this, if you throw the body in air which move under influence of gravity, this is called free falling body. When any body is moving up by, let's suppose this velocity is what? U. So and again when you fall, its velocity will be V. Here velocity becomes 0. So what a sign convention? Displacement will be positive, velocity will be positive, and acceleration G will be negative. This is the sign convention when body thrown up. When body will reach here, velocity becomes 0, you better know. But acceleration will not 0, keep in mind. And when it come back, after V0, it become what? V become negative, Y become negative, and G always what? Negative. This is the sign convention when body thrown vertically upward and coming down. If any body is thrown from any hill and come down, what happened? So first it divided in 3 parts. It will become Y negative, V negative, G negative. Here V equal to 0. You better know V is equal to 0. Then it come down. So again Y is equal to Y become positive, V become positive, G negative. Y become negative, V become negative, and G become negative in that direction. After this is the hill or cliff. Okay. After this, what happened? It is going below the origin. Y become positive, V become positive, and G become what? Negative. So this is the sign convention which will use the free falling body. Okay. Are you getting these points? So normally we use this point, and when body, normally what we take when any body thrown upward, G will be negative, and when coming down, G will be positive. Okay. Normally we use this. So first formula, V is equal to U plus AT. This will, when body will up, when body will come down. Okay, both formula we will use this. So what we get here? V. So V is equal to U minus GT when any body thrown up. Okay, and when body coming down, no doubt when body will come down, its initial velocity U will be 0. So formula V is equal to what? GT. Second formula. What a second one? S is equal to ut plus 1 upon 2 at square. Body is thrown by U velocity, keep in mind. So what happened? H is equal to, for when body moving up and when body coming down. When body moving up, it will become ut minus 1 upon 2 gt square. See there, minus g. Okay. When body coming down, no doubt U is equal to 0. So what is H is equal to 1 upon 2 gt square. Very important. If any body is dropped from some height, how much time take it will hit the earth? So if height is given G 9.8 or 10, you can get the time for this. Okay. Similarly, this is the second. Third formula. What is third formula? V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. This is third formula. What we get? For V square is equal to U square minus 2GH. If you take minus now, minus whole square, it will become plus 2GH. When coming down, U will 0. When any body is dropped from some height, its U will be what? 0. So what we get here? V square is equal to U square is 0. So what we get here? Only 2G what? H. So this is board free falling body equation first, equation second, and equation third. So this is all about that chapter. That's all for today.